The 1939 halfpenny may look small, but the story behind it is huge. It was made in Britain during a very important time in history. In 1939, the world was about to go to war. World War II began in September of that year. Everything changed. People were scared, factories started making weapons instead of coins, and materials like copper and bronze were saved for war supplies. Because of this, fewer coins were made that year. Many that were made never even made it into people's hands. Some were melted down. Some were stored away. And a very small number survived, especially in good condition. That's what makes this coin so rare today. The coin shows the face of King George VI, the father of Queen Elizabeth II. On the back, there's a picture of a ship. That ship is called the Golden Hind, a famous ship that sailed in the 1500s. It's a symbol of British history and sea power. So not only is this coin rare, it's also full of meaning and history. It tells a story of the past, of a king, a war, and a country getting ready for one of the hardest times in modern history. Now, most people might think, it's just a halfpenny. That's like half a cent. But here's where it gets exciting. Even though the Royal Mint made millions of halfpennies in 1939, only a few of them are still around today in good condition. Most were used in everyday life, and over time, they got dirty, scratched, or worn out. But a small number were saved, maybe by accident, or maybe by collectors. These clean, shiny, and almost perfect coins are now super valuable. Let's talk money. 1939 halfpenny in rough shape might sell for just a few dollars. Nothing special, right? But a coin in better shape, maybe one that's been in a coin book or box for years, could sell for $20, $50, even $100. But now here's the wild part. If you find a perfect condition coin, something that looks brand new or almost new, it could be worth thousands. And if it's a special proof version, which means it was made with extra care and looks super sharp, that coin could be worth over $10,000. Some rare versions have even sold for close to $20,000 or more at auction. So, how do you know if your 1939 halfpenny is special? First, check the condition. If the coin is shiny, smooth, and has no scratches, it could be rare. Look closely at the details, like the king's face or the ship. The sharper the picture, the more likely it's worth good money. Next, you can get it checked by a coin expert or dealer. There are also grading companies that look at coins and give them a score. The higher the score, the more it's worth. Collectors love this coin for many reasons. It's rare. It has a strong story. It's tied to a time when the world was changing. Plus, King George VI is a popular figure in coin collecting, and many people collect coins from his time as king. And since the coin was made right at the start of World War II, it has extra value as a piece of world history. Now imagine this, you go up to your attic, or clean out an old drawer, and find an old jar of coins. You dig through them and spot a 1939 halfpenny. It looks shiny. The king's face is clear. The ship still has details. Your heart starts racing. Could it be worth something? Maybe you take it to a coin shop, or show it to a collector online. And then you hear it, this coin could sell for thousands of dollars. That's the kind of story that's happened to real people. It's not just a dream. So don't throw away those old coins just yet. That little coin your grandparents saved long ago might just be the key to a small fortune. These halfpennies are hiding in collections, boxes, jars, and books all over the world. Most people don't know they're valuable. But now you do. If you're lucky enough to find one in great shape, take good care of it. Store it safely. Don't clean it with chemicals, and don't scratch it. Even the smallest damage can lower its value. A coin that might be worth $5,000 could drop to $500 if it's cleaned the wrong way. So treat it gently, and get expert advice if you think it's rare. The 1939 halfpenny is a reminder that even the smallest things can have big value. It shows us that history is all around us, even in our change jars. It's not just about money, it's about stories, memories, and holding a piece of the past in your hand. So check your old coins. Ask your family. You never know what treasures are waiting to be found. Thanks for watching. If you found this story fun or helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who loves coins or collecting. You never know, you might help them find something worth a fortune too. And if you've ever found a rare coin, tell us in the comments. We love hearing your stories. This coin is not just old, it's a part of history. And the best part? Most people don't even know how valuable it can be. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might just find one in your own home. The 1964 halfpenny was made in the United Kingdom and shows a young Queen Elizabeth II on the front. She was only a few years into her reign, and her coins were being used all over the country. On the back of the coin, you'll see a ship called the Golden Hind. That was the ship of Sir Francis Drake, a famous explorer. It's a powerful symbol of British history. Millions of these coins were made in 1964, and most people think that means they're not rare. But here's the thing, most of those coins were used every day. They were passed from hand to hand, dropped, lost, scratched, and worn down. Almost none were saved in perfect condition. And that's where the value comes in, because while the common ones are easy to find, the rare, clean, and shiny ones are almost impossible. And when collectors find one of those, they're willing to pay a lot of money. A coin that looks old and dirty might only be worth $1 or $2. But if it's shiny, has no scratches, and looks brand new, it could be worth $50, $100, or even more. Now let's take it a step further. Some coins were made even better than normal. These are called proof coins. They were never meant to be spent. They were made just for collectors or special events. These coins have extra shine and clear details. If you ever find a proof 1964 halfpenny, you could be looking at a coin worth over $1,000 or more. And it doesn't stop there. If a coin is graded by a professional coin company, like PCGS or NGC, and given a high score like MS66 or MS67, the price can shoot up even higher. These coins are so clean and perfect, they're almost museum quality. Some collectors will pay $5,000, $10,000, or even over $20,000 for one of these coins in top condition. Yes, one little halfpenny from 1964 could be worth more than a car or even more than your monthly rent. And the wild part is, many of these coins are still sitting in old drawers, coin jars, or in your grandparents' collection. Most people don't know they're valuable. That's why now is the time to check. You might be holding a hidden treasure. There are also some very rare error coins from 1964. These are coins that were made by mistake. Maybe the design is off, maybe the text is doubled, maybe part of the image is missing. These mistakes are super rare and can be worth thousands of dollars too. Error coins are highly wanted by collectors because they're one of a kind. If you find a 1964 halfpenny that looks strange, don't throw it away, it might be worth even more than a perfect one. But how do you know if your coin is rare? First, look at the condition. Is it shiny? Is the Queen's face clear? Can you see all the small details on the ship? If yes, then your coin might be valuable. Second, check if it looks different from other coins. Any mistake or special shine could mean you have a rare version. And third, if you're really not sure, take it to a coin expert or shop. Even better, send it to a grading company. They will look at it closely and give it a score. Once your coin is graded, it becomes easier to sell and much more trusted by collectors. People have sold coins just like this one online, at auctions, and even to private buyers for huge amounts of money. This has already happened. These are real stories. Some people didn't even know their coin was special until they got it graded. And that's why it's so exciting. You could be sitting on something very valuable and not even know it. The 1964 halfpenny is just one example of how a small, forgotten coin can be worth a big amount of money. Coin collecting is not just for experts. Anyone can do it. All it takes is a good eye and a little luck. And now that Queen Elizabeth II has passed, her early coins are becoming even more valuable. Collectors around the world want coins from the start of her reign. That makes coins like the 1964 halfpenny even more wanted, especially if they're in great shape. So if you've got old coins in your house, check them. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents. Look in old boxes, drawers, and tins. You never know what you'll find. And if you do find a 1964 halfpenny, take a close look. It might be just an old coin, or it might be your lucky day. People say treasures are only found in movies. But sometimes, they're sitting right under your nose. And this coin proves it. So if you enjoyed this story and want to learn about more rare coins, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Tell us in the comments if you've ever found a cool coin or if you're going to check your collection now. We love hearing your stories, and who knows, your story might be the next one we talk about. Thank you for watching, and remember, never ignore small coins. They might look tiny, but they could hold a huge surprise.